things that you need to know. Everything is going to be in this one video, and I hope it's going to be... Scrap that last part. Hey fam, welcome to another video. This one is all about Facebook ads and media buyers. There are a lot of agencies and companies and businesses that are using Facebook ads now to promote their businesses, to get some more leads in, and to essentially support more people and make more money. It can get to a point though where you are spending a lot of your time and energy and attention that goes towards the ads, and it gets to a certain point where it is quite repetitive. And once you've got your process down packed, you can really start delegating this to a team member and getting a media buyer on board as well to be able to handle most of this stuff for you. So it might be time for you to look at hiring a Facebook ads manager or a media buyer. So I'm going to go through the things that you need to know. Everything is going to be in this one video, so keep on watching to see what it's all about. So I scaled my business to healthy 5-figure months with the help of virtual professionals. I work with a lot of agencies and coaches and consultants as well who've hired media buyers through my company. So there's definitely a thing or two I have to share with you on this, and all of the things that you need to know as to whether or not it's time for you to start outsourcing, and what you can expect as well from this said person if you're going to be adding an addition to your team. So why would you use a virtual assistant for Facebook ads or a media buyer within your team? Now there's several reasons, but the most potent ones I can think of, and the first one is freeing up your time. It takes a lot of time and energy to be running campaigns, managing their campaigns, auditing the campaigns, doing all the testing and tweaking and optimizing. And so if you've got somebody within your team who's able to handle that and look at that oversight day in, day out, you're going to be looking at freeing up a substantial amount of time so that you can be focusing on the other things within your business, such as the business developments, the sales copy, the sales calls perhaps. All of the things are going to be helping to move the needle forward within your business. And then the Facebook ads side of things is generally something that's just going to keep on ticking over. It's a skill set. So if you find the right person to be able to handle this within your team, you can really rely on them and give them that responsibility with your oversight to be able to do that efficiently and effectively. The second thing here is a lot of media buyers are specialists within this area. They do cost a bit more to hire on an hourly rate as opposed to say your generalist VA roles or your social media manager and stuff like that. It's because it is quite a skill set and it takes time to hone those skills. So you're basically paying for what you get. So when you're hiring a media buyer, more often than not, unless you're a fully fledged marketer, more often than not, this person is probably going to know a little bit more about ads than what you do as well. And if not, and if you are wanting someone who does know more than you and can bring more to the table, then it's about being able to screen for that and shortlist for that in the candidates that you're looking to hire. And the third thing here is when you are hiring international talent, it is really cost effective for business owners. So you might have in-house employees, or you might be deciding to hire remotely. If you are deciding to hire remotely, you're going to be paying a fraction of the cost as opposed to an in-house employee here. So your operation heads are going to go down, and you can also use that money to go towards more ad spend or other business development. So how to use and work with the virtual assistant that's going to be helping you with your ad management. Well, the first step here is going to be finding a reliable provider that has a good reputation, that can help you source the right candidates. You can go out and hire directly, that's a possibility, but the chances are if you've already got a lot on your plate, then you don't want to really become the HR and the recruiter yourself as well. So there is a video over here on how to choose the right company for you. So when you're going through these companies as well, they're going to be taking care of the upskilling, workshops, the healthcare of these staff members, and so that's taking a lot off your plate. You're not having to become the HR and the recruiter within this scenario. And so you can really ensure that this person is going to be showing up for you because they're taken care on the back end with all the HR bits and pieces as well. And ultimately, you want to be not firing over and over again, because this is going to cost you a lot of money. One of the biggest costs for business owners is high turnover of staff. So if you're going through a company that handles HR and recruitment, you've got a much higher chance of having staff retention, which means a lot less costs of training and high turnover of staff for you. and also finding the right value matched fits, the right cultural fit for your company as well. So the next steps, once you've gone through a company, you've found a media buyer that you want to work with, you generally go, well, in my company, we do a pretty thorough onboarding call. So we get everyone connected, we make sure we're all on the same page together, we go through KPIs, expectations, what project management tools are we using, what are the clearly defined roles is what we're going to be covering. Inclusive of this particular role, you would want to be making sure that you give all the right accesses to your media buyer as well, so your Facebook ads account. And once they've got access to your Facebook ads account, you might just want to go through and have a couple of training sessions with them on who are your ideal customers, the clients that you're working for, what are your expectations within your business, what is the typical ad spend that they can expect to be handling, and also taking them through how you typically optimize and tweak your campaigns as well. If you've got a particular way of doing something and you would like them to be able to know that and implement that into the way that they handle media buying, it's a really good idea to have that really thorough meeting and understanding, have it screen recorded. Hell, you can even turn it into an SOP once you've got it screen recorded. So screen record it, chuck it into Asana or ClickUp or whatever your project management tool is, and then you can have them actually put out those steps there, step by step. What does your ad management look like from A to Z? Now, if you're a bit unsure about what part of the delivery and the operations or the back end that you can be delegating and outsourcing within your business, go ahead and download my delegation cheat sheet. I will leave a link below for that one. So what are the benefits to working with a media buyer? When it comes to Facebook ads, I think you can agree that there are a lot of moving parts, from crafting compelling content all the way to designing eye-catching visuals, putting the videos together, the captions together. There's a lot that goes into creating a successful campaign, and that's not even taking into consideration the ongoing optimizing and refining that's needed to really dial an ad campaign in. Trying to manage all of this yourself can be quite overwhelming. It will get to a point where when you're in scale and growth mode, you're gonna actually need to look at what is taking up most of your time within the business right now. And so if you're spending a lot of time in the trenches, you wanna be able to have the awareness around that so that you know when it's time to get somebody on board. Just last week, we helped a client to hire a full-time media buyer through us, and she runs an ads agency. She's quite niched in what she does, so she's doing this day in and day out. So it's an obvious move for her to hire a media buyer so that she can remove herself from being in the trenches and doing the day-to-day whilst getting a highly qualified, skilled media buyer to take over what she's previously been doing. So she's got really good at it. She knows the ins and outs of her business. She's got the SOPs and the business processes in place, and now she's ready to hire a team member who can take over that from her. So this is what it gets to look like, and it can be a really elevating and invigorating experience when you are looking to hire a new team member on board. I always get really excited because it just feels very expansive for me. So we do have some incredible media buyers within the company as well, and we are screening hundreds of applicants every week. So if you're someone who is looking for a Facebook ads specialist or a media buyer, then click the link below. There's a one-to-one strategy call with myself, and we can have a bit of banter and to see if now is a good time for you to start hiring, and if not, when. I don't do hard sales calls. We can just jump on and have a chat, and if it feels good, sweet. If not, perhaps I can help point you in the right direction. I'll leave a link below to connect with me via my Calendly. So you guys would know that analyzing your data is really, really important, especially when it comes to ads. So how this might look with a media buyer is typically you can train them to actually do this for you. So saving yourself hours every single month by getting them to put a report together. Once you've got this report as well, you can be making better informed decisions on where to tweak and optimize and how to best move forward and dial in your campaigns. Now there's tons of data when it comes to checking the metrics of your ads. So this is the data that you'd typically be looking at. Ad engagement rate ranking. This is what reflects your ads expected engagement rates. You'd be looking at the frequency. This reflects how many times a person has seen your ad. You'll be looking at the amount spent. Check-ins, showing the total amount of check-ins on your page as a result of your ads. You'll be looking at clicks, so the total number of clicks on the ad, impressions, CPC, CPC or cost per click, and outbound CPC. So those are just a few of the metrics that you can be getting your media buyer to be putting in a data collection report, either bi-monthly or monthly, depending on the frequency that you would actually like. And you can be including that as part of your meetings that you have with them. So that is a wrap on media buyers, guys. Be sure to check out this video on social media marketing and how you can save up to 40 hours per week. And if you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It helps me to reach more people like you and support you. And yeah, if you did want to jump on a call and have a chat about a media buyer and get access to our lineups, our top 1%, which we distill through our pioneered recruitment process, then do check in, jump on a call with me, and we can see what's there. And again, there's also the delegation cheat sheet below as well if you feel like that will be of service to you. So thanks for watching. I appreciate your time, and I will see you on the next one.